Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between SpaceMarine and TLO on King Sejong Station, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map we have the red Zerg player, it is TLO, representing Team Liquid. And in the top left side of the map we have the blue Protoss player, it is SpaceMarine. SpaceMarine is a Protoss player from Denmark who is currently teamless. It's said that he first started playing strategy games with Kingdom Under Fire. I have no idea what that is. He switched to Warcraft 3 and then finally into StarCraft 2. He began playing StarCraft 2 as a Terran, according to Liquipedia, but switched to Protoss after being inspired from watching Whiteraw streams. So hey, this is a Whiteraw disciple. Pretty excellent stuff, and let's get right on into it. Aw, the poop emoji. Or, depending how you look at it, chocolate soft serve. Think about it. Alright, so a ZVP for you guys on King Sejong Station. This has actually produced some pretty impressive games. You have the fairly safe natural, but again you have to worry about the stuff down here. These rocks into your natural base or something that Terran and Protoss players are not huge fans of. Zerg doesn't necessarily care because they don't wall anyway, as per the usual. But he went Extractor Pool first here into a hatch. So Liquid TLO is planning on being a little bit aggressive, and it's a fairly standard gateway expand here for SpaceMarine with the Nexus coming up around 1918 supply. Overlords pushing on out across the map to get that scouting information at the 4-minute mark that is so useful. I mean, I'm being sarcastic, but you know how it is. Are there lings on the way already? TLO does have a spawning pool. Not really making any lings. Immediately going for speed, which I can't blame him for in the slightest bit. Probe going to come in and see this is a little bit late. If SpaceMarine knows his standard timings for Zerg, and he should say that means there could be lings coming my way pretty soon. A pair of them on the way now for the TLO. And we'll see what he's able to do with this. It's hard to hold this. It's a giant ramp. You can't really wall it off. You can kind of do stuff with barracks and pylons, and I don't know. It's messy. It's really messy to try and do it. The probe does end up getting killed by this ling. The pair head on out. 6 more lings on the way. So yes, TLO is planning on being a little bit aggressive. I mean, it can't force a cancel. SpaceMarine really shouldn't cancel at this point anyway. I don't think he can actually snipe down the Nexus. There's a Warp Gate research on the way, and Adept coming out. I'm not sure if the Adept is going to be enough to handle this many lings. 6 lings, especially if they have speed. It's really difficult, and a Queen on the way for TLO. Moving down here with the first one that he made. Another one going to pop up here on the main base. Not really worried about the missing injects here. Actually, the timing is going to work out pretty well, where the Queen's going to pop. Well, I mean, there's the inject. And the Queen's not too far away with an inject all ready to go. Gateway, and what is going to come up next for SpaceMarine? What you working on, SpaceMarine? Are you doing Drop Lord? Drop Lord play. I was like, why would you put lings over here unless it is Drop Lords? Perfect number of lings. He has the 8. Where are they going? Go in the main base. There it is. They're slow. Drop Lords are slow, but they'll get there eventually. Another Drop Lord morphing in over here? Yeah. So basically TLO says, you wall off this front all you want, friend. I'm going to drop lings on your base and wreck your day. Here they come. All 8 of them with speed. Free sentry. Oh, free sentry, free sentry, free sentry. Free sentry. Free adept here as well. Lings all over the place. Photon overcharge taking its toll here. The lings trying to kill as many probes as possible, which I can't necessarily blame them for. The probes fighting for their lives. TLO's control is too good to allow that to happen, though. These lings, there's a big number of them. Big number. Can they get us around on the adepts? Nope, can't quite do it. The probes show up. Another dead sentry, though. That's what TLO wants to kill. Our sentries. And he does get one there. That is already 2 dead sentries. Resources lost, definitely favoring the Zerg player right now. Lings getting inside his mineral line again. Probes fighting for their lives is not what they want to do, but they can, and they do not do too badly against lings, in all honesty. Mothership core forced to come up here, so the lings dodge down to the main base. Nope, get picked up and evac'd. Evac the heck on out of there. 5 probes killed for 14 lings. That seems pretty fair. TLO is at 32 to 27 workers. He has that very nice lead. Should be thinking about taking a 3rd fairly soon. There's a Baneling nest on the way. Are you doing that Baneling Hydra thing, TLO? I'm not a big fan of it. I'm really not a huge fan, but if you make it work, I may possibly start to believe. Pneumatized Carapace on the way, now making those Drop Lords faster. Look how fast that is. He's speedy. Pew, pew. Lings taking out a probe that was just trying to take a 3rd base. That's all that probe was trying to do, man. You guys are just absolutely oppressing these probes, just trying to work. This is a lot of adept, though. A lot of adept. The lings decide to head on back home. Any, like, static defense? Nope, just 6 lings on the way. I don't know. This Adept push might do fairly well against TLO. He does have Banelings coming up, which is good, but if Space Marine's control is good, they shouldn't actually connect on anything. These Lings getting picked off from afar from the Adepts. Resonating Glaives, not actually researched yet. I don't see it on the way either. Alright, so Banelings and Lings against this Adept attack. This is in response to the meta. We've been seeing Lings on here trying to get a full surround. Some Adepts get on up here. A lot of them actually killing a bunch of drones. These Adepts are finally killed. No real Baneling splashes required. Might need some Baneling splashes here. These guys are entrenched. Oh, they Psionic transferred out. Where did they go? Oh, they went right here. Oh, Banelings. Oh, Banelings evaporating them instantly. Instantly there. So that is some more dead workers. Let's take a look at that. 9 drones killed to 6 probes killed. So Space Marine takes the lead there. Does get his third base established, despite the fact that the probe who initially tried to do that was murdered brutally. Lings sneaking on up as fast as they can go. Still some drop lords here. They could probably do some more stuff. Decide not necessarily don't all want to attack there. That's a good wall with an Adept though, and a Sentry popping up in there too. This is pretty airtight, except for the fact this back door is open because of the drop lord play, which we don't see a lot in ZVP, and I'm kind of surprised we don't. It seems to be pretty good. Anyway, I mean, anytime you can circumvent this door setup that Protoss players love so much, you got to feel good about it as a Zerg player. Robotics facility getting shot upon. That's not actually the word, but whatever. Can they get it before they're all destroyed? No. No, no, they cannot. Was that a Baneling drop? Baneling drop? I think he missed the other one, though. Because some of these guys are weak, but not dead. Yeah, 12 probes killed. All right, round 2. Round 2 Baneling drop. Oh, the Lings can get inside. The Lings can get inside. Baneling doesn't actually want to drop unless he can get some guaranteed probe kills. That would be awesome right there. Right here. No? How about there? No. Ling's still doing stuff. Another Baneling drop on up in this area. This has been insane from TLO. Baneling drops all over the place. You don't really see those. There's another one. There's another one. 29 probes have been killed so far. What is happening? 29 probes. It's 31 to 39 harvesters. TLO's not exactly killing it in the macro department, but he has killed 29 probes of his opponent. He is ahead, which is exactly what he was going for here. This is enough Lings, I think, to deal with the Adepts. Resonating Glaives is now on the way. More Banelings coming on up. Rochewarren Lair finally being researched by TLO. 7 minutes is a little bit late for the Lair and Legacy of the Void. Immortal here as well, getting shot right at in the face. And here come the Zealots, here come the Adepts, here comes a Sentry. Banelings getting morphed in at the same time. And is there anything in here? No, those Overlords are empty. Those Drop Lords are empty. Gonna try to kill this hatchery. The Immortal is a great benefit to this outing. And yeah, Space Marine just needs to take, needs to make up some ground at this point is what he needs to do. So here it is. Immortal just pounding away at this third base for TLO. There are Lings, there are Banelings, there are Drop Lords full of Banelings. So some good hits here. Everything here is actually pretty susceptible to Banelings except for Immortals. Good splits by Space Marine, making the Banelings less effective, but still getting their hits off, and weakened Adepts die a lot faster than full strength Adepts. So good play there by TLO. He is going to clean this up, I think. Oh, did I speak too soon? I spoke too soon. He did not clean it up. A lot of these guys are weak, but they are not dead. And if they are not dead, then they can fight. That is how the Protoss works. Spire on the way for TLO. 51 to 47 workers. Immortals shooting away. Adepts trying to kill stuff. They do have, again, their Resonating Glaives here, increasing the attack speed by 45%. A couple more Adepts come in. These guys are not nearly as dead as their friends, but this Queen play, fairly interesting. I don't know. Adepts are getting taken down by the Speedlings, which always surprises me, but usually works out more often than not. Mothership core up there in the air. Here comes the Warp Prism. 4 Adepts on the inside. Lings getting the surround and almost took down the Mothership core with the Queens, but couldn't quite do it before the recall happened. So it's 50 to 54 Harvesters. Yeah, Space Marine has lost a lot, but he's coming back, you guys. He's making a comeback. 12 drones have been killed. 29 probes have been destroyed. These Adepts are trying to kill stuff as fast as they can. They don't have any upgrades whatsoever, though, which is a problem. And +1 attack has finished for the Lings, making them that much more effective because they attack so fast. They attack so darn fast. Mutas are out. Army coming down. Cannot shoot up at all. That is a bad sign, actually, for Space Marine. Does he not know about the Spire? He does not know about the Spire. All right. That's okay, because these Mutas are going to wreck. If you're just going Adept, Immortal, things in the air are going to cause you problems. That's my professional tip of the day from Falcon Paladin. So this base does get abandoned. TLO pulls all those drones, but this is a pretty impressive mutaflock right now. He currently has 10 of them, which is fantastic. The Lings do manage to take care of the Immortal Adepts from above, just trying to kill everything they can because they're not making it home. That's all that they know for sure. Muta just absolutely wrecking them. Get out, run, run, Adepts. And they do. They do manage to transfer out of there. And any more drone kills? Are these going to be drones? Nope, those will not be drones. Can they get the hatch, actually? No, you got to all focus on the hatch. Oh, running from Banelings, running from Banelings. Oh, explosions, fireworks. 61 to 35 Harvesters. SpaceMarine has a giant worker lead right now. He's not spending his minerals very well, but Army Supply definitely favoring TLO. About 3,000 to about 17,000. Mutas are on the way. Phoenix coming out too. Are those the first Phoenix on the field? Yep, that's the first one. I'm not sure if it's enough is the problem. Stalkers, come help. Oh, probe line. Oh, probe line. Run, probe line. No. Don't let the Mutas just destroy you. They do get the mothership core. Some photon overcharge does some damage, but it's not a lot. There are no cannons here. There are no stalkers. TLO is going to knock down that worker advantage that SpaceMarine has very, very quickly here and very shortly. Phoenix, get out of there. Oh, insta-kill. Insta-kill on a very weak Mutalisk there. Banelings coming in. Not really much for them to do. I guess maybe to try to kill some of these Adepts. Lings getting mixed in here too. The Mutas decided to try to take down this Nexus all by their lonesome. Are there any Queens here? The Queens would not actually make it here very well. Banelings crashing on the robotics facility. Not the greatest thing I've ever seen. Pretty good Phoenix control here from SpaceMarine. But the Nexus does explode. The Mutas get what they want. In the end, 5 Mutas lost their lives, but they're okay with it. That's a fair trade to take down that third because TLO's third is already running. Has a Hydralisk den coming up too. Stalker count looking very nice. Again, SpaceMarine not in a terrible position. He has a pretty darn good army. Does he have any upgrades, though? I don't know if he even has a forge. Let's take a look at that. Structures, new. No forge. No forge. I think it's difficult to beat a Zerg player of TLO's caliber without having upgraded units. But again, I am no kind of a professional StarCraft 2 player. The Mutas running for their lives. That's a lot of Phoenix, actually. Another Overlord getting some shots off there, too. Consolidating his forces right now is SpaceMarine. He has Adepts. He has Zealots. He has Phoenix. He has Stalkers. He can do some lifting on these Queens too, if necessary. Which I think it might be. I don't know. There are now some Hydras on the way. 8 more Lings. Muscular Augments coming up for TLO. Not sure it'll be here for this battle, though. Can they get the Hydra Den? That might be nice. Or the Hatch. Focusing the Hatch, recognizing how weak it is. Transfuse is trying to keep it alive. Another Transfuse, but no, the Hatch does end up falling. The Phoenix going to town on everything. Really killing Mutas. Doing some more lifting here. Lings on top of Stalkers, though. Not what you want. The Baneling Rain coming in from TLO, cleaning up most of the stuff. This Immortal has 10 kills, but it's all alone now. And the Queens eventually do manage to take it down with some Hydralisk support. So, Phoenix Cloud good. But at this point, I think TLO has stopped making Mutas, so maybe stopped making the Phoenix as a counter to them. Replanting his third, he did do that while he was attacking. That's exactly what you need to do. But it is 41 to 35 Harvesters. Again, somehow SpaceMarine is in the lead right now. How many workers have died? 30 drones have been killed. 52 probes have been killed right now. Phoenix trying to fly. They're not that cost efficient at killing Zerglings on the ground. Adepts, still no upgrades. I am shocked by the lack of upgrades in this game. How are the Lings doing? +1 attack, and that's it. That is it. This base does get a warping of Adepts. That is the nice thing about Protoss, is if you see Lings coming your way, you don't have to actually send units back to save it. You just warp them in. New big deal. So here it is, Phoenix trying to kill these Overlords, and they are going to get them. Bam, bam. A lot of Zealots, a lot of Adepts. Are there any Banelings? 8 Banelings on the way, but no more currently in the world. So these Adepts and Zealots might actually get this thing done. I'm a little bit surprised by this outcome. I mean, it's not over yet. Baneling Rain does get averted by SpaceMarine. He manages to get out of there. Banelings crashing on some stuff, but there are still a ton of Adepts left over. This base gets killed again for the second time. Banelings, Hydras, trying to get rid of these Phoenix. Lift the Phoenix. Nope. Oh, and that's it. A GG from TLO. TLO is defeated and SpaceMarine is victorious. I knew I was surprised by that outcome. I'm extra surprised. I didn't think SpaceMarine could do it. So there it is. There it is for you today. We have SpaceMarine pulling it off against TLO. Gets the win. Somebody put him on a team, you guys. He is not too shabby at all. He lost a lot of stuff. He lost a lot of probes. He lost this Nexus, but he managed to just basically finagle together, pull together an army of Adepts, of Stalkers, of Phoenix, and get it done. In the end, TLO had what supply? 56 supply. Units tab said 5 Hydras and 3 Banelings and 4 Queens. Yeah, that's not exactly the way you want to do it, unfortunately for him. But yeah, that's it. So SpaceMarine takes the win, TLO takes the loss, and yeah, props to him for submitting a loss as part of his replay pack, because I didn't know that he had done that, but he had. So awesome stuff. So this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe. Go ahead and hit that like button if you like what you saw today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.